for one, during the whole session, I'd just be tired.
Yo!
What up, YouTube? Hugh Blackman here.
Woo! It's your boy, Burnt Reynolds.
And I'm Matthew Colborn.
We're going to talk about a topic when your girl likes other women.
Have you personally had that experience? Have you been talking to a woman or kind of got into that circumstances where she opened up and told you that? Me personally, that's never happened to me. I mean, a girl that...
For me, so before I even start dating people, I do my background check. So I usually already know.
That's that's... Yo,
I usually already know,
bro. That's awesome.
I mean, you got to do that. I mean, if you're... It's a job. It's a job. Relationships are work. So background check, drug test, all that shit. When they are into women, a lot of guys, at least the young guys, I was what, 23, 24? It was the dream, dude. It's like, who you bringing home now? Bringing home the bacon. Let's do this right now. As you get older, you start to realize that now you're in a space of sharing somebody.
Yep.
And it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And then you got to think about, you know, if there is a third party or whatever, how many other parties, as we live in it's 2021, who are they conducting their business with? Because then it can't be just solely you and your girl or your girl and her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got other hands involved, and that's more chances of you rolling the dice and somebody catching something, somebody catching feelings, somebody catching something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretend it's 2021, and you know you have COVID-19. So
Yeah.
I'm not screening everybody, man. Like, we're not doing that.
So I can see how there could be excitement to it, but at the same time, it'd be pretty dicey. You know, I've dated a woman who said she was into it, but we never had any interactions, and you know, but I don't know about you, man. You've lived a pretty crazy life, man. So go ahead, some story time.
Yeah, so yeah, I've had a lot of experience in that department. So before, it was always kind of like this dream, and then like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to experience those things and get invited in that world. Because as men, it's not like we can just hop right in, you know. Like, have you ever been with a girl and she goes on Tinder with you, and then it's like she puts it on girls only?
I'm not that awesome.
Okay,
no.
I mean,
that's never happened to me.
I mean, my Tinder stays on girls only. So.
Me too.
Well, I mean, but when a girl does it, bro, it's like there's girls. It's so different, and there's so many girls on there that are there for only girls. Even like girls that are into guys. Like, it's a whole new Tinder.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so like the point of that is like you really are invited into that world. Like she's inviting you in this new space, and it's really cool to explore. So I had like group experiences with multiple women before this relationship, but then I didn't really understand what it's like on a social and connection level, because those were just kind of like they happen and then you go on with your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm dating someone, and she actually came out in the relationship.
Oh.
So she like, I like girls too. This is while we're dating.
Oh.
So me being me, especially of who I was at that time, I was like, bet, like, yeah, let's do this. Like, let's go. I was so excited. But then it got to a point to where she's hanging out with her friends, and it's like, well, are y'all friends? Because I know this girl, and I know she has a boyfriend, but she's sleeping with her friend, and her friend has a boyfriend.
Right.
And so now it's like, even beyond being sure, it's like, I know what these other girls have been doing, and you hang out with these girls, so now there's that issue. And I'm not saying I'm right.
Associating and not saying that she did, but still, you know.
But that's what your head's going through.
Yeah.
And then you talk about the sharing thing to make another point, and it's like, how do you two handle it as a partner? Because one, is she gonna be jealous? And usually the girl, from my experience, the girl never but when a girl does it for the first time, she's never as jealous as she thinks she's gonna be. It's usually the guy that gets jealous.
Right.
That's another thing to look for.
Wow.
You have to understand and go through that, and then like, how do you bring that conversation up? If you see someone at a bar you like, how do you go, hey, she's cute, isn't she? And not get offended, because then she's also most likely gonna want to be like, well, he's cute, isn't he? And you have to be able to.
Right.
It opens up so many doors, and if you don't talk about it before you open that door,
Gotcha.
it can ruin the whole relationship. And then on the talking piece, like I'm talking before you even go on Tinder together. Like, you guys have to sit down and just have the conversation to make it fun. That has to happen. And then before you actually have like a threesome or a foursome, talk about it. So the first time in that relation it almost happened, I came over to my girl's house with ice cream and champagne because like we were just gonna drink and watch movies and eat ice cream, right?
Yeah.
I was in sweats, hair's in a messy bun. I come in, there's this chick I don't even know sitting on the couch with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend basically tried to plan a whole 3-way without ever consulting me about it.
Wow.
And so I had enough experience with bromance to say no to that because it's not like it was something I wanted real bad. But my consent was never considered. And that's huge. And then to move on from that to another point is it can be weaponized against you as a man. There was plenty of times where like my ex would try to like use the fact that, I think I like girls more. When we broke up, I had a 4-way or something to try to like hurt my feelings and get me into my head.
That makes sense. They do that.
And so it doesn't, how you have to act as a man, it doesn't change a lot. You have to stay grounded in who you are and be willing to communicate. You just have to be more firm in yourself, but know that before you do it. Because if not, the rabbit hole is deep.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it can mess with you. You know, it leads to trust issues. You're going to be singing all the Drake songs, really. Yeah, it's just a completely different paradigm. You know, girls know what girls want because girls are girls more than guys know what girls want. Exactly. And to be able to compete on that level, it's a difficult feat. And you're told that if you are with somebody, then by default, you have to trust them. But I feel like in a lot of these situations, it's hard because, like I said before, you only have to trust them with men if they're just into guys. But now they're into guys and girls. Now you can't trust them at all.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going out with the girls. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
So this is new world to me. That's never personally been through it. 32 years, never. Wow.
It's just a portal, but there is the fun side too. So I mean, it
I
does have perks.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is the same way to avoid the negatives is enjoy the positives. So just talk about it. So I can be on a first date and I'll be like, "Oh, you like girls, don't you?" And she'll be like, "Yeah." Right there, we both now have this flooring set. We can talk about whatever we want to explore when that time comes. And it's just a mutual understanding. And even if you're not like looking for a relationship with that person, literally talking about it.
Right.
I mean, if you're really trying to like have a threesome or get that intimate, just ask.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I just asked because me and another chick thought it'd be fun, and it's that simple.
It's communication.
And she's gonna like you more because she can now be herself around you,
right.
and you're alpha enough to be like, meh. It just holds it down even better. So it's a slippery slope, but like anyone, just pick. Do you want to make it good or do you want to make it bad?
Right.
I feel you on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you got to know what you're comfortable with before you get into it. So if you guys are trying to test it one step at a time. Like just start by saying, you think this person's cute, see how that makes you feel. Then maybe go on Tinder. Then maybe invite somebody over.
So basically start with some boundaries, then from there,
Baby
build.
step it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you got to get to know.
Jump in. Just dive in.
Because you should probably know the
hurts,
person
don't
you're
do
with. You're going to do it with, before, you're engaging in this. And then you got to figure out, how far is this going to go? Is this somebody we're going to do consistently? Or are we going to go different people? I'm sure there's a lot of conversations.
Right. Like I said before, it's an interview process. So you interviewed your girl.
My God,
it's
cold with it, bro.
And now you and your girl got to interview somebody else.
Yeah.
You're bringing on.
That's interesting. That's true. That's interesting. Yeah.
You're building up the team, building up the squad. And
So as someone who's been somewhat through it, you've been through it, as someone who hasn't been through it, like in the relationship standpoint, is that a path you would want to or be willing to go back down again? Not in the sense, and like why? So like, would you want to go down that road again because you've experienced it? And then are you, even after hearing our stories, even open to it anymore?
like, I don't know if you can see this, but I got like white hair on my beard. Like that level of stress, I feel like I'm past. I have
That's
other
what I was curious
things. I have other things to take care of. Business to run, YouTube channel to run, work, dog. I just have a lot more things to take care of. So putting up with extra stress with people, period. For one, during the whole session, I just be tired.
Yo, love you, bro.
I just be tired. I'm like, yo, I just want to go to bed. But now I gotta put in double time.
Wow.
You get the vitamin C in the kitchen. You're like halftime.
Like,
Just take some pre, man.
as soon as I'm done, I'm sleeping on the couch. Like,
Yeah, y'all got it.
y'all got
That's,
I can see you back. You finish it out. I'm gonna lay down.
that's so baller though.
Oh my God. Wow. I can't follow up with. I'd probably be open, maybe trying it.
Yeah.
One time for the one time. But other than that, to be in a relationship with somebody and that be a regular thing, or they do that, I agree. There's too much going on. That's too much stress. That's too much energy.
For sure,
to be investing with somebody else. Now this person got feelings for you or her or both of y'all, or she mad that y'all ain't called her back. No.
Oh, here's one for you.
Oh God.
Polygamy.
Oh.
Yo, this one I've been studying, bro. This one's crazy.
So polygamy. Let's say
Wow.
you take it to the next level, and now you are married to 2 females.
I've been close to that.
Wow. Matt, who are you? Are you an African king?
Well, I wasn't. So how do I say this?
Wow.
So like I was never the one in the relationship. I was always the guest.
Oh wow.
Or the
Is that what they call it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's what they call it. I
When
think.
you go look for a third.
Unicorn. Yeah,
whatever,
so-
it's unicorn.
If you want Tinder, she has
I'm thinking of other words that start with C.
Oh wait, no, that'd be the man in the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on chapter 2 now. I picked up the right book, guys. Don't worry.
So, I've been reading about polygamy too. I don't think it's something I could do as the primary, but I've been a guest. It's cool. I think you really got to be into that. It's really just more communication. Yeah, every time I was the guest, it was just I met like a group of chicks at a club or something. It really depends on what you're comfortable with and if you want that communication and freedom.
Is just any bar locally and then?
I mean, I could take you to.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. Whoa! I'm just trying to imagine just walking up in there and then you're like looking for a third wheel.
Here's this. So
I don't know.
So let's say you're a guy and you're into this whole dating multiple chicks at the same time with their consent. Does that in the long term prevent infidelity or cheating?
Okay, help me understand really quick, because are we talking about...
Because dudes who are more primed to cheat or be in situations where they would cheat on their significant other, if their significant other were to open up the door and say, hey, we can do these things with women, or I gotta choose the women, whatever, she opens up that door and allows that to happen in a relationship, is that going to prevent cheating from a relationship that's saying it's just me and you?
I would say probably it would be the individual. Because even though you have that established, doesn't mean she can't do something on the side. Or what happens if you do something on the side, even though she's aware and open with it, it could still be considered stepping out or infidelity. So, I mean, that's more of, you're right, more the dynamic in the relationship, you know. With it being open, I don't see why you would go behind their back, because they're aware. Just talk to them. Hey, I saw this chick. I'm, gonna do it. I'm gonna handle business, do the transaction or whatever. Be down with it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it would come down to the individual.
It's so stressful.
It's just too much energy. I mean, I don't know. I know there's people out there living it right now. I mean,
I'd rather be single. I'd rather be single.
Yeah,
like
I would. Theoretically,
I could be single and then just date the entire world.
Yeah, just live my life.
Then make up these rules and complications.
Jesus, and so many.
And then be forced to give you half my shit if this divorce.
Right.
To your question, from a theoretical, thinking about standpoint, I'd answer yes. I'd answer the same thing you did. From an experience standpoint, though, I think it does, from what I've seen. So I'd like to think that it does. It depends on the individual, but from everything I've seen, being a guest, it does usually. Yeah. I mean that's it. I see it get out of hand rather quickly.
Yeah, indeed.
It's just too much energy, man. I mean, there's people, on Tinder, just like on Tinder all the time, you see it, hey, we're looking for a female to play, or hey, we're looking for a third, be down, or, it's 2021, we get it. Everyone should be open with how they feel and what they want in life, but...
Yeah, I've been invited to some dark shit.
Yeah,
dark shit.
I'm
talking
weird.
Married couples, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, even though it is an open, and that's weird too. I mean, to me, it feels weird. Open marriages, and then when, hey, my husband, I'm looking for a dude, and my husband, or the husband himself, finds you, sought you out, and says, hey, my wife would have a great time with you. It's like, bro, hold on, what?
Well, power to him. That's what he likes. But
I know, and
definitely approach it better. He should have came to you more
right.
not out the gate. Like
Yeah, he
that.
did. Man. He was straight up. He was like, "Hey, bro, you look great. My wife would have a great time with you." I was like, "My guy."
Hold, you know my name?
Sensitivity, bro. Like Jesus. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, you definitely should.
Come beat up my wife. Come handle it. Come take care of it, please. She's been stressing.
Can I watch?
Yeah, and that's really what it is. That's what they're into. Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. Well, anything else, fellas?
I guess the only other thing would be ethical non-monogamy, but not in the sense of like you're dating in the sense because this is what everyone's doing right now, but nobody talks about it. Situationships. So by doing a situationship, you are like 1 degree. Yeah, if you have multiple of those, you're like 1 degree from polyamory. Like in my mind, but it's not like you guys are all together. But that is a situation of agreed ethical non-monogamy if you handle it correct. But if not, you're just leading each other on. Does that make sense?
I see it.
That sounds like a lot of government paperwork.
Well, I just think because a lot of people, especially like you look at their Snapchat scores and they're talking to a bunch of people at once. Girls especially, they'll have dudes on rotation.
Of course, and that's another thing, fellas. For you dudes that get caught up on women and just like, oh, I love her, stop it.
Yeah.
I don't care if the chick's at 1, 3, 10, whatever she is. She always has options. She's always got guys orbiting.
Yeah.
You ain't the only one that she's saying goodnight to or saying good morning to. So
yeah.
just be aware of that. So.
And ladies, if you're out there talking about you love a dude, you're not the only one that he's telling good morning to.
That's true too.
Well, just talk about it. I'll literally have partners. I'll be like, our lovers will be hanging out and stuff, and we're totally just like open. And like there was one time like my lover was like leaving, and she's like, "Yeah, this dude, he's 28. He keeps talking to me." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's your type. I'll give it 3 months." And I just walked out because like we weren't dating or anything. Yeah. We just hooked up, and so. If you talk, no one gets hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't hide anything. I mean, because anytime you have any type of interaction or any type of physicality, any type of time you spend with anybody, feelings will, and that's cool that you do that. Because just like we covered that in another one of our videos, Friends with Benefits. When you build that relationship with somebody, and it's real cool, and you're able to be open about that. Say, hey, talk to them about other things, outside of just the physical aspect. It's nice when you get somebody or people that are like. Hella chill about it, like, oh my God, this person or whatever. I'm like, hey, good luck. Yeah. Right? But, yeah, that's dope, man.
It's wild. Well, with that said, my name is Burt Reynolds.
You Blackman.
Matthew Colborn.
Outro.
Yeet.